My hair looks like a rat's. This.
Why do you always start the videos
I don't know.
talking about something that's not the video?
Goodness.
Every time, guys. Every time she starts the
I
video.
wish I had duct tape because I'd
doing
totally
something
duct
else.
tape the thing to the thing.
Okay, the thing to the thing. The background's pretty cool.
It is cool.
I wanted to come outside and shoot the video, and then Kristen's like, we can't. We don't have any place to set the phone. And then the background, so that's cool. We're actually going to talk about my grandfather, who is in the hospital, I think still. He said they might release him today. Nala is below us. She's in her little carrier cage right now because she likes to crawl through the fence and try to get out where we could not catch her or whatever. And we're going to be talking about my grandfather, like I said. Sorry for Nala. In the hospital. Just got his cancer removed. That's super cool. And then he's got to get a stent in his heart, or he's got to have a triple bypass or whatever. I don't.
That's a hardcore.
Yeah, because only 20% of his heart's working, so that's great.
But he still look like you would never be able to tell by looking at him.
No, I mean you wouldn't, but just kind of an update on him, kind of a moment where everyone was like, well, crap, you know, like, he's been there for a while, he's over 70 years old, and, you know, my mom's pretty upset about it, and he's just someone who, he was in the military, so he's at the VAs, but I'm going to tell you the story of driving up there.
Oh, gosh.
Okay,
yeah.
So, Kristin drove up there, because we live in Branson, okay, and y'all know where that's at. And then we drove from Branson to Columbia, Missouri, which is a 3.5-hour drive. She had to babysit all weekend, so we were kind of apart. We weren't really able to make a ton of video content whatsoever. So then Sunday rolls around. She's home at like what, 11:30-ish.
Mm-hmm. You weren't even out of bed yet.
I wasn't even out of bed.
No, I didn't wake you up. You were already awake. But anyways.
But I wasn't out of bed. I was awake. I wasn't out of bed. Okay. So then, her little sister was here with us, and then my little brother was here with us, and of course my little brother is gonna come for sure. Like, he wanted to come, like it was something that he was willing to do. He hates car rides, hates being in the long distance thing, and so 3.5-hour drive up there. We leave. I wanted to leave by like 12:30, but Jewel said she was gonna come and she was gonna take a shower. 1 o'clock rolls around, and I'm like, man, I hope we get to leave soon. All that kind of deal. Jewel's still getting ready. Zach's trying to get ready. Nala's trying to get out of the cage right now, and Zach gets ready. We kind of like, I think we ate before we left a little bit.
Oh yeah, I made that sloppy Joe stuff.
Yeah, and then her parents called Jewel and was like, hey, we're gonna pick you up because you have a birthday party you gotta get to, because they didn't let Jewel drive her brand new car down here. They didn't want her to drive it. Totally understandable. So they were coming to pick her up. Super excited for you, Jewel, if you watch this. That's awesome. Great for you. So we drove her down, and then her parents picked her up, took her to the party, whatever. So then it's about 2 o'clock, and we're finally leaving because we have to get the girls ready. They're going to be in the kennel. Nala and Minez were going to be staying with Jewel for a little bit, and then Jewel took Minez, and Nala was with us. That's why Minez isn't with us right now. And we start driving up there. Everything's going great, okay?
We stopped by McDonald's, even though I don't like eating there.
But we needed to eat something we hadn't eaten in a while. We were hungry, didn't want to show up grumpy. So we stopped at McDonald's in Jeff City.
Never mind.
And, yeah, don't say anything. And we grab some food, and I'm the one paying for it. My mom says she's going to give me $20 for gas so we can get back down there. We can get back home. And then, because my little brother was with us and all that kind of stuff, and I was feeding him, so she was going to give me $20 anyway, whatever. So then, we drive there. Okay.
Do you want me to finish the rest of the story?
Yeah, I'm getting lost. Okay.
Okay, so I'm literally pulling out of the McDonald's with my McChicken in hand, and it wasn't even 30 seconds, and all of a sudden I hear the meow, meow, or whatever it sounds like.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, yeah. And I look in my rear view, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I've only been pulled over once, and it was because of a blinker. I'm like, what did I do this time? It's because of my blinker. So I pull in, my heart starts beating really hard because that's scary. I don't want to do that. And then it comes out, and he was like, did you know that your license plates were expired in July? And I'm like, no. I've not been paying attention to that stuff. I've just started adulting, so, oops, sorry. And then, so he takes my license, the insurance, and then he asks for his license, and then Zach's license. That was kind of funny.
So weird. I wasn't driving. Zach wasn't driving. I was wearing this t-shirt, which this is like a $65 t-shirt.
Why does it matter what you were wearing?
Because cops usually only like do that to people who they think are like sketchy or whatever. They have like probable cause to like want to check you out.
You ever seen McDonald's? I was like, everybody eats McDonald's sometimes. Like,
yeah, I don't. Like he thought it was better than us. And I'm like, dude, you had.
He didn't think
I saw you have 2 things of donuts sitting in your. No, I'm kidding. That's a cop joke. Okay. Anyway, finish the story.
Yeah, and then he ends up going back over there in his little cop car, looking up all our information, and comes back and he's like, okay, so I had to give you a ticket. It's like $70, and I was like, oh my gosh. And at first he was like, you have to go to court, and I've never had a ticket, so I was really confused.
Nah, you gotta go to court.
Yeah, but anyways, he ended up being like, so you're from Springfield? Like, what are you doing coming here? And then, what? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and then, he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And I'm telling this part because this is what I said. I said, we're up here trying to find the Veterans Hospital for my grandfather who is getting cancer removed. And the cop was like, oh, like, you could tell he felt bad for pulling us over because we're trying to get to the Veterans Hospital for my grandfather to get the cancer removed, and he'd already gotten the surgery done, but we're going to see him after recovery, and the cop felt really bad. So then we get on the road, right?
Well, he tells us directions at first, I think, to kind of
and he was right. We tried to go with her GPS, but her GPS just looped us back around to what the cop said, and we're like,
he probably thought we were stupid. But I will. It doesn't matter. Probably never will see him again. He was really nice, though.
Yeah, and
I didn't like it, but he was.
So we showed up, and then talked about my 21st birthday with my grandparents, and they are very against alcohol.
Oh my god!
So against alcohol. It was kind of funny, saying like, "If you drink, you die," kind of thing. And
he literally said that.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
but coming out of surgery, he is an old time kind of person. He did drink at one point. He did drink, and it's bad. Alcoholism runs in my family. That's why I don't do it. Why I haven't done it until I was 21. I didn't want to create an addiction for myself. We get there, we're talking to him, and all this kind of stuff, and come to figure out that they pulled a epidural out of his spine the day before we got there, and it's like,
I didn't even know they give you that unless you're pregnant.
Nope, apparently they put it in your spine, and then his whole lower half was numb. And then, my mom showed up. My mom was there, so it was me, Kristin, my little brother Zach, and my mother. And we're talking or whatever. Hits 7:30, and that's what time the visiting hours were done, so it's a good thing, because we would have stayed there for a lot longer. They love to talk. I was like, oh, well, we're getting ready to leave, and he was like, why? And I was like, well, 7:30. It's 7:30. Visiting hours are done. They'll kick us out. He didn't want us to go. Yeah. Because he doesn't get to see us all the time. They were giving me a crap about how I never come down and see them. I'm like, look, it's like an hour and a half drive. I can't make it every weekend, kind of deal. I can make it like once a month, kind of deal, just because it's such a long drive. And we don't have cars that have great gas mileage.
I do.
Your car's good, but.
Yeah, it's not the newest car. It needs an oil change and a lot of
different things, and my car needs a lot of different things, even though it's a sports car. It doesn't have great gas mileage.
I like how you had to add that in there. I have a sports car.
They already know that. They've seen it. And so we head back. I'm driving back. Totally fine. Made it home okay. And then we get home. And somehow, I don't know if Lauren didn't put Chloe in the kennel or not, but Chloe was out of the kennel.
She escaped, but she does have this like raw spot on her nose where it looks like she's like pushed her way through the bottom. I tried to look.
Somehow, I don't know how she would have done it.
She pooped all over the floor by the door. She was freaking crazy when we got back.
And her poop smelled it smelled just like poop. It really did.
It smelled kind of musky.
It was gross. So we cleaned that up. We finally are able to get to bed. And that's the story. It was kind of a crazy day. It was great to see my grandparents. I'm glad my Paul is okay. I hope they're able to get him into surgery soon. Leave a like if you like this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment for suggestions.
Subscribe to his new channel, his Overwatch channel.
I put a lot of time into my gaming channel. I've spent, I think, 8 hours today-ish. Just doing editing for a single video on my Overwatch channel.
It's gonna be good.
So, I'm working on it. Trying to get there. I've only got 2 videos right now, but if you guys go ahead and subscribe and go ahead and hop over there and check it out.
And
if you play Overwatch on console, I do tips and tricks and top 10s for console stuff, so that's kind of what my channel will be. You get there and subscribe early, and then if I get big enough, hopefully I'll be able to have my first stream in Kauai in December. So,
because we're going there.
Thank you guys for watching again.
Wait.
What?
I have to tell them to follow my channel.
Oh yeah, go do that.
Follow my channel. Link down below. I don't have a lot of stuff to say, but okay.
Bye.
Bye.